Good afternoon, everyone. It's Alex and
Ruben
from Bullion Now, bullionnow.com.au, bringing you another Friday before the end of the year. And beside me should be Michael, but he's running a bit late. So we're just going to get cracking without him. Hope everyone's doing well.
Yeah, he is supposed to be joining us.
Thank
He
you.
isn't actually gone yet. It was the 10th he said he was leaving, so yeah, Michael will be joining us. So don't go too far if you were only watching this show for Michael.
Yes, he did. I did also come in just a little while ago. I had a little birthday party to attend, so I had to be here for. This is our last stream with Michael in the studio.
It is.
Yeah.
And I would love to say we've organised this and that to have it be a proper send off, but it's been a little bit nuts again this week, which I feel bad for saying over and over again, because I'm sure people go, you say that every week, and it does feel a little bit boy cried wolf, but it has been nuts
because it's the normal.
The
crazy
status quo,
shenanigans plus the Christmas craziness added on top of that. So it has been a little bit crazy. Yeah.
Well, it's been interesting this week because I've seen a lot, again, as we saw a few weeks ago, probably a month or so ago now, with the last bout of craziness, lots of new people in again this week. Some people say, never invested in gold and silver before, this is my first time, just, I've heard about it, I've, been told it from a friend, whatever. So I've seen a lot of new people through, which is both good, obviously, as a business and as people who enjoy the education side of it, it's good to see new people through, but it also hurts a little bit more when they're coming in at some fairly high prices. It's like,
But you know what? Didn't we all start at fairly high prices?
That is true. When
I bought it, everyone bought it.
Yeah, that's it.
Not everyone, but almost everyone bought it like all-time highs. And
my kilo was like $600, Alex. My kilo silver when I first bought it. So
you did a lot better than me.
Crazy high.
You know how much I had to pay for my first kilo of silver?
How much?
$7.70.
There we go. I wonder if anyone in chat can beat us with their
what was yours?
600 and something.
600 and something. I was speaking to one of our customers who also works in the CBD, and I think it was $700 he thought he overpaid in 2019 for a 1 kilo silver Libertad.
Wow.
And now he's a very happy chappy. I haven't even seen a kilo Libertad. I don't know if you've seen one come through ever.
Don't believe so.
No, the highest I've seen is a 5 ounce, and they're just beauties. But yeah, so it's good to hear that new people are coming through. But it also worries me because when we had those rushes, we did have new people, but most of them were the regular stackers who we see regularly, and the big part of them were stackers we haven't seen in a while. You know how you say, I'll buy it next week, I'll buy it next pay, I'll buy it next month, and then prices started going up like crazy, and then they sort of started rushing in again, not to miss out. But I haven't seen that many new people, and I think then we're going to have issues, Rubes, when it's on ABC News and Channel 7, 9 and 10 and SBS and all that, and people are just going to be rushing in. I think that's where it's going to get fun.
It's something we've seen with those lions a few times where people have gone, there's almost it's kind of the source of some of their patience, I think, is going, hey, I know it's crazy at the moment, but this is just, the start of it kind of thing. Like, it hasn't properly kicked off yet. I'm happy to wait an hour or whatever, because I know that, if things really kick off, it'll be a lot longer to wait.
It's interesting because two of the new people, not new to stacking, but new to us, during those crazy 1.5 hour wait lines, they only came in because there was a line out the door. They were going somewhere else, and there's no lines with the other dealers. And his wife I remember one of the two, his wife made him come in and wait just to see what the fuss is about. And then they were happy chappies. So, it's also that people see something and they'll line up. So, yeah. But anyway, I wasn't in today, so I don't know how crazy it was today.
You missed out on a fun one.
But I did hit, on that note, when I came in, I went straight to Rube's passed on some emails that we've been receiving.
Yeah, I've been chasing those throughout the week. These were the emails that people had sent through that were waiting on orders that we thought may have disappeared into limbo somewhere. So we are trying to catch up on all your orders. I can see someone there a bit upset that it's taking a while to get through to some of the orders. We are working as hard as we can. I know we're jumping on live stream now, but this is actually part of the job. Is we do have fun on here, but it is also about catching up on where people's orders are at, where what questions people have, and it's a relatively efficient way to do it, to be honest, because we've got 180 people watching now, and typically at least a couple of thousand that watch afterwards, and so it is actually, believe it or not, a good way to kind of deal with a few people at once, have a chat, do some education, and yeah,
absolutely. You can't see from the back here, but I've got all these printouts that I had to go through. I print them all out, chase them all up. Everything that was sent to myself was already done a little while ago. These are all the live ones that were sent to live. These are all but one, I believe, is done. I have to chase up. On one, there were 3 orders. One we have to sort out. But I'll email you for that. The other ones are all done. If you haven't already got emails saying it's in storage, I will go back and I will email you so yours are already finalized. And one of these has been picked for shipping and just requires one extra form of ID or an ID attached to it. So I'll email you that after the stream.
But but we have got those emails. If you sent one through to live, just chasing up an order, they should be getting sorted soon. Interesting one from Numismatic Corinthian, because it's kind of a follow-up thing that we don't normally get to see. They say got the 2025 Australia 5 Sovereign from you guys, and it's amazing. Thanks. Just got it back from NGC with a PF70 UC grade, and that's it. We don't often, I'm sure people get our stuff, stuff we get through graded quite a lot, but we just don't typically see the follow up for it.
I'd love to see the photos. If you can send in the photos. I'm a big fan of the graded coins. PCGS and NGC specific. I don't really care what the grade is. I just like the official,
just knowing it's in a slab.
Knowing it's in the slab, it displays well. So it's just a personal little thing that I like to collect. If you've picked up some unique pieces from us and you get them graded and certified, I'd love to see that if that comes through.
Some questions there about the rectangular lunar horses. Yes, we are getting them. We have them up on our website now, I believe. They are a pre-order, though. We don't have them available in stock right now, but they are up on the website. You can place an order. The follow-up question is obviously when that's going to be actually coming through. I don't know that.
I don't know. We'll have to.
I think before the end of the year.
We'll have to rein in Adam.
Here we go.
And find out. I'll message him now. So if you want to hit another question, I'll send Adzi a message.
Car's asking about the 5-ounce maple. That one is still dead in the water. I'm afraid we're still keen on them. Think it'd be a great product to get through, but sadly not. Had a package arrive and was missing 3 of my orders, one of which was confirmed to be in there. Not sure what's happened. Have emailed you this week. The emails, as we said, are a little bit chock-a-block, but I've noted your name down there. I will endeavour to hunt through for that one and see what's happening for there. Any copper? We do have 1 or 2 bars still remaining in the store, to be honest, but I think we are sold out on the web. So I don't think there's enough for us to have gone through and listed them to the web. But
that has been the shop ones have been going out.
It's been very, very popular.
It's been very popular. I'm just wondering if people are also buying, are you stacking it or what's going on? Because I know some I'm guessing some would be for Christmas gifts, which would be a nice little Christmas gift. Because the Germania coppers are beautiful.
What else we got? Will we be getting the PAMP 5-gram Coke Gold Bar? I know we're trying for anything we can for the Coke products because we think they're pretty cool. I know in the past it's been quite difficult with the licensing. That's what actually shocked me, that we were able to get the most recent Coca-Cola products we got through. They weren't PAMP though, and so I wonder if PAMP aren't allowed to sell us some of these ones. I'm talking purely guesswork here and not anything official, so I can't be getting in trouble for it. But I wonder if that's the case. So I don't think we'll be able to get those in, but we will be trying.
Very cool though, and with Coke, it's very addictive collecting those, isn't it, Rubes? And if Michael doesn't get it soon, I'm going to just keep dropping puns left, right, and centre. So you better rescue his.
It's on him at that point. Yeah. Hey guys, quick question around storage options. When would the 0.6% plus GST annual fee apply? I.e., what would be the metal market value to start paying 0.6% instead of $60 plus GST? Thanks. Yeah. It's just whenever the value of the $60, like let me start that again. As soon as your metal value goes over that $60 cost, so it's whichever's greater of the two there. I've seen a new batch of gold, Bitcoin, and John Wick rounds appearing online lately. Any chance you'll be getting some back in stock? Have you seen those? I haven't seen that. I haven't even heard about that. So. I knew that we were seeing some more of the some more Bitcoin. I've seen them bounce around a few times. I haven't seen those new John Wick ones. Are they the same design? If either way, I still think they're really, really cool. So I'm going to be chasing those up.
Okay. Yep.
2024 Quackers. I heard our stock guy making a call about those fairly recently, so I don't have an answer for you yet, but I know we are chasing them, so stay tuned on that one. The silver rectangular Luna horse is a new design. Is this a new series or a redesign? It's part of their Luna Bar series. So it's the third in the series, even though it's, however many it is into the Luna. They didn't start it at the start of the Luna. Annoyingly.
Series 1?
No, Series 3. So this is the Luna rectangular bars.
The rectangulars.
The cherry blossoms.
Don't get me started because my OCD and with the Chinese years, it just the Lunar years, it hose me off.
So they started with the snake and then the dragon, and then the other way around. The dragon, the snake, and now the horse. Yeah, my bad. Not really a new series, but not one that dates all the way back to the start of Series 3. How's the air conditioning in the shop? No chance of an outage. What air conditioning? There is a little bit of
there is a little bit at the back, but it doesn't really reach the front.
We'll see how we go with that. New Germania mint designs coming in. I don't know what we're allowed to talk about with those. I'll put it this way and say we have had some packages from Germania arrive. We will see.
A number of packages from Germania arrive, which is always really cool to see. Not to unbox though, because of the wrapping. It's excellent wrapping, but that's a nightmare.
Following up there with Luke's question, are the pre-order silver bars due pre-Christmas? I would assume that Germania delivery includes those, but we'll wait and see. Are we getting some Beskar bars? No, not at the moment. Similar to the John Wicks and whatever, it's something that we're interested in. It's not something that we've got an order lined up for.
Wow. They were beautiful though, the 1 ounce and especially the 10 ounce. Those 10 ounce Beskars were incredible.
Yeah. Do you sell monster boxes? No, we do not. And
we do not ship out. Michael's mentioned this a few times because of the logistics and the paying of it and everything. It can, it gets a bit messy. But if you are coming through the shop and you do ask us when we do have them available, you're welcome to them for free.
Copper bars are a good weight for the safe. That's it. Will we now be getting more of the Legendary Warriors silver rounds? I think that's more in reference to getting more of the previous ones. I don't know if we're going to be getting more of the ones we've already had. I know if they continue the series,
I've been asking for a restock, but when a new release or the next character in a series drops, and when we get that, I've been asking to get a little bit of a restock of the previous ones. So we might see them. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe there's 3 more. Due for release before it completes the series.
I'm not going to correct you, but I'm not sure if they're fully released exactly what was coming or how.
William Wallace is one of them.
Okay.
I can't remember the
all right.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the Braveheart.
Order Kookaburra and Koala kilo silver coins in October. The order is still in progress. Items were not listed as pre-order on the invoice. I believe Alex has your email in front of you if you sent one. If not, send it through to live@bullionnow.com.au. But the kilo, I think it's the Kookaburras, are giving us some grief.
Do you know who that was? Because
the username is Fatso the Aussie Wombat. So, I'm gonna
guess this is the one I was talking about that's in here.
Yeah.
That I have to chase up with Michael today. One of those three. Yeah, correct.
People are asking more about the silver the silver lunar horse rectangular. I'm starting to think they're not up on the website anymore. So we may have done our dash on those because we definitely did have those in.
I see what you did there, by the way.
Yeah. No, I can see them there still. I'll pop a link to them.
And did just got back to me saying that the ETA for the horses for us to have in stock is hopefully next week.
There we go. I've just popped the link there. So if you're hunting the rectangular silver ones, there's the link there. Hopefully you don't crash the website in the progress.
I've got one here from Mel Stinkay, I think. What is a good storage box for 1 gram gold in those credit card size packages? Those actual credit size packages, and we give those away for free as well. I believe that's what they're referring to. So with the 1 grams in the SA cards, you can fit 25 per box, and either a Perth Mint or a PAMP box, which we do have quite regularly. So again, we don't ship them out unless you get at least like a third or so of a box, then that might go out. But otherwise, if you come in store and you ask, generally those smaller boxes we do have, and they fit the whole range from 1 gram to 1 ounce, I believe.
Aussie Wombat has clarified that he's Mark, if that helps with the
yes. That is right in here, and
you are the lucky one that we have to contact. We will be.
But
we
are chasing that up, and
Yeah.
I was hoping to speak to Michael before the stream,
but he's not here.
he's en route. But I saw something happen on the way here on the road, so I know it delayed him a bit.
Guys, who puts out the 2026 silver 5 ounce lunar horse? That would be the Perth Mint. That's part of their Series 3 Lunar series.
Part of their beautiful series.
I don't know of any others that actually do a 5 ounce that spring to mind. There's many other Lunar series around the world, but they're
a lot
probably
of them are in 1
else.
ounce. Yeah.
Did Michael get his Sultanas? He absolutely did, no matter what he says. I saw him snacking on them one time this week at least, and I said, I'm noting down this moment because you're going to get on stream and say you didn't get them, but they were very much appreciated.
I've got a photo.
Oh, you did? Perfect.
I've got a photo. Because I opened up the package, and as I opened it, I saw the note that was on top of it in big writing. And no, it was not Michael, so I did pass it on to Michael as requested and instructed. So that's with him.
I'm hoping the Perth Mint release the next generation coin in 2026. I can officially confirm that they will not be continuing.
Unless they're referring to Star Trek.
No, I don't. They could be referring to Star Trek, but I'm assuming they're talking about the mother and baby. We had an interview with Neil over at Perth Mint that I think have approval to actually list. So I'm not speaking out of a turn on that one. But yeah, sadly, that is a series that has reached its natural conclusion. I think they put it there. But I did really like that series, so I'm a bit sad to see.
I'm still chasing the 10-ounce crocodile in that. I love that croc design.
There's a few others I got to go back to there, but I wanted to draw attention to this one from Black Coal because this comment is actually what we were freaking out about a few weeks ago.
Yes. I was going to read this one out as well.
We were freaking out a few weeks ago, and we weren't quite sure what to make of it. I'm interested to know what people in chat think about it. They say if the silver rectangular lunar horse is the third release of this series, then the change of design format and change from minted bar to coin is doing in my OCD. Why change mid-series? I'm not 100% sure on the packaging of it because I have seen photos of it with packaging and without. But they are absolutely correct in the fact that this is now a coin. It has a face value, and the previous ones didn't. And so that is a change midway through the series of its status, of being between a bar and a coin. And I don't know if someone just forgot or if someone decided we're going to bump this up, but it feels baffling to me to change that midway through, and I'm not quite sure of the reasoning why, but supposedly we've had it confirmed that it is actually a coin and it is actually a change.
I did black hole, I feel I did speak to that with my OCD hitting that I think a stream or two ago when I wasn't sure 100%. But yeah, it's I don't understand. Maybe because you couldn't spend it in a tuck shop or milk bar, get your mixed lollies. But and they put some a current nominated value on it. But I don't understand why. And it is doing my OCD in as well.
There was there was a moment I think a few weeks ago, I don't know if anyone will remember, where we said, "Oh, can we talk about this? Can we not?" And I was like, "All right, we need to move on because people aren't aware of what we're talking about." That's what we were actually talking about at that time. So yeah.
Go on. Brett Park, do all pre-decimal coins incur GST? Yes, they do. Unfortunately, that includes your 50-cent pieces as well, for the fact that it is not 99 pure. It is bimetal or so if it's not pure, it will get GST in Australia.
Will you be getting in soon the new horse minted bar of Series 3? Yes. Hopefully before the end of the year. Don't have an exact date. I'll pop through the link again because it looks like we've messed up the tags on this one. And we need to actually put it in the silver category and not the uncategorized category, but it is actually up on the website. Alex is wearing a Santa hat because we had a customer through the store today that said, "You need to put Alex in a Santa hat for stream today." And I went, "You know what? That's a good enough reason."
I was wondering, Ruse made me do it. I'm like, look, I'm just too tired. I'll just wear it. And I didn't get my hair cut as planned earlier today, so it's actually doing its job.
What else have we got here? Just sort of the balance of order spoken of earlier. My apologies, blame the dyslexia I don't have. All good, mate. That's fine. But the gold one is still a bar. Yep, that's like I said. You can maybe see why I was wondering if it was just a mistake. Did Michael get his little silver round I brought in yesterday? Did he work out what it was? Brett did. Anyone else? I don't think
he got it yet.
Michael hasn't been in since.
Yep.
So no, he hasn't seen it. Does that mean the yearly Dragon Bar has been dropped? I wouldn't assume so. Because that normally comes out I think that kind of March, April time typically.
And it's pretty popular as well.
It's pretty popular.
It's in a dedicated series now, a popular series. So I haven't heard anything about that, but I doubt if it is.
They also didn't drop it during what I would call the confusing year, which was the Year of the Dragon. Yeah. Like they still did it as a dedicated one there. So if they didn't drop it then, I think that they're going to stick with it, to be honest. Why has Bullion Now removed the spot price off the website? I did not notice this on my last order as I print out the order to keep a record of the spot and then had to guesstimate afterwards. It's still getting fed through on the website itself. It could be a settings thing or something we need to change for the invoices, so I'll get IT to have a look at that one. But spot price is absolutely still needed for the website because we price everything through it, but I'll chase up exactly what's happened to that. We have a special guest.
Hello.
It's Michael. Welcome.
A special good evening to you, Michael.
I don't know if that one will fit or not. I actually just put down 2 for Alex because I wasn't sure which one was the one that fit.
I thought so, but I've got some duct tape here.
It's okay if you don't wear that. The customer request that I had today was for specifically Alex to wear one. So
I still don't know if that's legit or not.
It's not on the website ticker where it used to be.
I know you left some time ago.
I did leave some time ago, and my computer's not going to cooperate, so this is going to be fun and games. I did. So I was in at 1 this morning, sorting my stuff out, and then I had to bolt off at 7:30, I think it was. I took off out of here, went down to our dispatch centre. Then I had to drive about an hour further because I had some appointments. And then I left in plenty of time, and of course it's one of those days where if it can delay you, it will. Yeah. So there must have been at least 2 car accidents on the freeway coming in, and mate,
I don't
it was
know what
on
it
for young
was,
and old.
but when you're on the phone with Adsy and he brought up the GPS on it, it was just a long red line. So yeah,
I don't know. Fridays and rain are the 2 things that people just forget how to drive on Fridays, and they forget how to drive with 3 drops of rain. It amazes me every time.
We've just been talking about, Michael, the bombshell that we had a few weeks ago that we weren't allowed to talk about, but now we can. The fact that they've changed from a bar to a coin on these lunar rectangular horses. And someone noticed and and commented on it, and the fact that the gold is still the old way.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking forward to. I meet up with Perth Mint over in Berlin at the end of January, and it's absolutely one of my questions is, why did we do this? What was your thought process on that one?
In regards to the website ticker, that is still up and running. I've just checked on my end, so that may be a browser issue or some kind of compatibility issue. So I will double check that one, but it functionally is still up and running. So we'll see what's going on there.
You know, I had a very weird experience on the way in. I was listening to live stream.
See, and for everyone asking for a sneaky while Michael's not here special, that's why we did it.
That's why I was typing it out. Just thinking.
Yeah, it was slightly surreal when you're reading out questions and I'm going, no, that's right, yeah. Oh, well.
Right, well, I was going to say that. The floor is yours. Is there any that stuck out to you that you need to correct? Because
I don't remember them.
We were put a little on the spot, but I also want to make sure that we're putting out the right info.
There was a comment about Germania bars and whether they're back in stock. They are.
The pre-order stuff, we weren't sure what was in those deliveries.
It's one of those things that happens all the time, I suppose, but particularly with the overseas stuff, because everyone's been so under the pump for these last few months, there's been a lot of delays of things getting out, and everything's arrived in the last 2 days. So we are currently drowning in overseas stuff. Like there's Germania stuff in there. I think there's Scottsdale in there. There's like anything that's international has arrived in about the last 2 days. So we are madly swanning our way through them, trying to sort them all out and get them down to our dispatch centre and all that sort of stuff. So hopefully any of those invoices that have been waiting on any overseas stuff should be sorted out early next week and dispatched in plenty of time for Christmas. The other question was about a kilo coin. Do you remember which one it was?
Yes, the kookaburras, the 2025 cooks.
The 25 cooks. Darn it.
Someone with an order for them, and we need to sort out.
Because the 24 cooks have arrived.
Yeah.
I saw those come through. I didn't look for the 25 cooks. There's also a hold up, I think, on some koalas. The kilo koalas. We're having an issue with those. And so
that ticks all 3 bingo trifecta cards on the one invoice.
Okay, so if your invoice has a 24 kilo koala on it, there has been a major delay with those, and we will be going out. Actually, if you're listening on this, message us at live, LIVE, to say if you would like a different kilo coin, because we can do the 24 kookaburra. We've definitely got those in stock. I can replace it with a 24 cook. And there might be 1 or 2 other things that we can replace it with. But I can't remember what's gone wrong, but I know something's gone pear-shaped with the kilo koala. I think it's the 20... Oh, bother. The 23 or the 24 kilo koala. One of those 2 anyway. And it's, caused chaos. So I apologise for that. And if you are waiting on that, let us know if you're happy with the changeover. Otherwise, we'll probably be contacting people early next week to say, what do you want to do?
There's a potentially sticky one that we are probably just going to be able to, roughly talk about, not necessarily provide exact numbers for. But it's a good question. It says, at what point does a non-proof 49's bullion coin become collectible in the eyes of customs in regards to GST? Is it a certain price amount over spot that triggers it, or is just importing it enough?
Oh, this is a hairy question.
It is. And they provide a little bit extra. They say that it was a Queen's Completer gold coin. Why am I paying GST on it when it was sold here for the same amount as a kangaroo? So, you know.
Yeah, look, you can... I cannot give importation advice at this point, but I can tell you my experiences. So the people that are processing the packages coming through the airports and things like that aren't necessarily au fait with the tax laws. I know they're meant to be, but basically the way my understanding of the legislation from the importers, the courier's perspective when they're dealing with retail people is that they are held responsible if they don't charge it. So effectively, they charge everyone because they don't want to be held responsible for it. So what you'll find is that they will basically try and charge you the GST on everything coming through pretty much, unless it's very, very obviously not. Now, in this case, what they've done is they've said, well, we don't really know what this is. We don't know if it's meant to be or not, so we're going to charge it. So if you go back to them, take a screenshot of our website, if you can find it on, I don't know as we'd have any listed, but you go back on Wayback Machine, something along those sort of lines. Possibly if you do a Google search for it, quite often our old web pages come up under a Google search.
Well, I think they must have ordered it from somewhere else.
Yeah, they will. They've brought it in from overseas. So if you take a screenshot of our sales page for that invoice, that product, and you send it through to them, and you can say, look, this was sold in Australia without GST. The chances are, it's not a bulletproof system, but the chances are they will go, okay, it doesn't incur GST. Because there is no magic marker that says this is now tripped over the line. The ATO have talked several times about bringing in a fixed dollar amount. Once it's over X amount over spot, then it will become GSTable. But frequently we can prove, like they'll say, once it goes to $10 above, and we'll go, well, that's great, but the latest Perth Mint Kookaburra is more than $10 over spot. So unless you start arguing with Perth Mint, it's not going to fly. No pun intended. Those types of discussions have been going back and forth for many years. Basically, if it starts to really go above spot, then they'll nail it. So if you paid twice spot for it, or even 50% over spot for it, they're likely to start saying, well, actually, this is starting to become a collectible. The way the law reads, though, is if it's sold in relation to spot price. So you'll see on our website, 95% of our products vary with spot price. That basically means they're GST exempt. If we sell them at a fixed price, or you're buying them at a fixed price irrespective of spot, that's where it starts to enter the GST realm. But again, I can't give you financial advice or importing advice or taxation advice. You've got to go and talk to the tax department if you actually want a specific.
And so if I'm putting my slightly more, I wouldn't even say conspiratorial hat on, but I think they just blast it out to everyone and hope that the not panic of it, but the onus being on the person to actually come up with the defense means that more often than not, someone just goes, it's not worth it, I'll pay it.
Look, I think a lot of people do. And look, at the end of the day, they hold all the power. So they'll turn around to you and say, that's fine, you don't have to pay GST, we'll just send it back to whoever sent it to you.
Yeah.
And you lose it at that point. So they know they've got you. If you do end up paying GST, don't ask me where the page is, because it's darn near impossible to find. I usually phone the tax department when I actually want it. You can actually fill in a form and claim that GST back if you can prove it's a non-GST item. It is possible to do. It's just a pain in the backside to do it.
I've just sent an email to the ATO. Michael says I'm capital gains exempt.
I'll look forward to that phone call.
Oh dear. Hi BN, do you know where I can buy rhenium in Australia? Thank you all. We get some odd requests for some of these other metals.
I was going to answer that. Not in Australia that I found.
Yeah, I actually don't
because
know.
I look at like different types of metals.
You buy the weird stuff as well.
Yeah, I buy the weird stuff, but there's only one place I found in the States that
rhodium's not niche enough for you.
I've got to go niche.
Your problem with that is, even if you manage to source it from overseas, how are you going to liquidate it?
You'd have to know someone that's as crazy as you, and I know a lot
Pretty
of crazies. So for me, again, it's not recommended buying advice.
Question for Michael. What's the average turnaround time for a pre-order delivery to your customer? I've been waiting on a gold tail now for several weeks.
The tails, I don't know what happened with the tails. We are sitting on...
I did...
It's on the list, I think. Of,
No. I had some tails in here and they have been picked.
Yeah.
So, as I said earlier in the thing, you may not have received an email yet, but most of these that were received emails, if you've sent an email in, all of them bar one have been done.
There's been a glitch in the matrix somewhere because those tails should have been sorted, I reckon, a week to a fortnight ago. We've been, no pun intended, sitting on extra tails there. So I don't know what happened there, but we've had a bit of a glitch on the tail. But they should be processed any minute now.
Is a bullion coin being in a slab enough to instantly tick it over to GST?
It's not, but it certainly doesn't go in your favour.
Yep. Have we had word if we're going to be doing the Perth Mint tour again for 2026?
I think they're still recovering from the 2025 one.
I know we are.
Look, everyone, including the Perth Mint, were really happy with, how it turned out and the advertising for it and, all that sort of stuff. So I know Perth Mint wants to support us in doing it again, but let's see what happens next year and, those types of things. I don't want to put words in their mouth. We're certainly anticipating it. We'll put it that way.
I'm not really sure of this question, so I'm hoping you understand it, Michael. Question to Michael: if you're travelling back to the UK with silver coins, are you required to declare 4 or 5 coins per person? I'm not sure the number specifics. You're supposed to declare your silver coins coming back through for VAT. I think the question is 4 or 5 enough to require it? I think we're going to dodge out on that one and say do your own. Yeah,
look, I've got to admit, the UK tax law and import law is a mystery all of its own. I have a hard enough time keeping up with the Australian stuff, never mind the overseas stuff. So, I'm not going to go down that one.
We'll talk later.
I know what I would do, but I'm certainly not about to put that out on a public forum like this because, I could get nailed for it.
Sorry if I've been a bit quiet. I've just been sneakily listing fractional buyback golds on the website, and one by one they're disappearing. So
you're just trying to actually get some on the website so you can say, see, they're there without...
Look, all these put aside, and they're going one by one. So it does make sure not everyone gets it at one time. So
you just realise we've lost half of our subscriber base over to the website.
Yeah. And can you edit that?
The Bullion Now page does not explicitly say that an item is GST free. Is there any chance Bullion Now would consider including this in the future for bullion items? Again, just for that, you referenced the page. There isn't actually anything there that would indicate that a GST isn't applied. No, we do not sell plutonium bars, but I'm sure Alex would want us to.
I'll hook you up. No, I don't even know what that is.
These Eastern
plutonium,
Europeans, mate.
That's the nuclear one.
I'll have to check the boot of my car. You need to watch 1 or 2 lying around.
You need to watch Back to the Future again, mate.
Yeah.
It's funny, no? I'm meeting up with some Libyans tomorrow night. So.
Oh dear.
Were you finishing off an answer there, Michael? I can't remember.
I was being fairly non-committal with it. I'll have a think about it.
Yeah, no worries. I've seen a popular bullion dealer online cap buyback price at $50. Would you ever do that? Is that, we're not going to pay anything, like this is our upper...
Why would
you?
Yeah, I don't...
I mean, I know why I would like to do it, but I don't think that would be fair.
With it. Yeah.
I mean, you'd get away with it. You just gradually lose the number of buybacks. No one would ever
sell back to you, yeah.
But, having said that, I was in a shopping centre, a Melbourne shopping centre, very recently with a huge queue at that, come and bring your gold here and we'll rip you off buyback stand in the middle.
Oh, really?
It was a huge queue. I'm thinking, man, we should just be offering 50% a spot because these guys are offering less than that.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, they'll get away with it because people just, they don't shop around and they don't look and they don't know.
The education's not out there.
Well, we're trying.
All right, Michael. I've got I know there's a few more questions there. I will endeavour to hit them later. If we don't, we will hit them again at the end. But I have a bit of a surprise for Michael. Not really. It's just a product to look at, but I thought it was really cool. He's probably seen it before. But we had one of these come through, and I wanted to get Michael's reaction to it, and also just show it off on stream. The follow-up question of, is it for sale? I'm going to say no at the moment, but we'll figure out if we are going to sell it or not. But it was this here. So I'll give it to you, and if you wanted to take a bit of a look at what it is.
It's good timing because my computer just crashed.
I've seen these before, and I'm a fan.
Can you hold it up a little bit for the viewers to see?
Just trying to work out what it was
as we're unboxing.
We can see this entering someone's collection.
Yeah, I was going to say I did think it might end up in yours.
An Australian Sovereigns book.
So I just thought it was a really, really cool product. So it's from the Perth Mint, officially done by them in 2005 to commemorate the 150 years since their first sovereign. But instead of just putting it, in a box or whatever, they've put it in a book which has a bunch of really, really cool information about said sovereign and where they were produced, all that, and it just has the sovereign nicely nestled in the middle there. And I just thought it was a genuinely
came in buybacks.
Came in buybacks. And I just thought
a good one to display in the shop.
That's what I thought. It was just genuinely a really cool, fascinating piece that, to throw a book alongside just a regular, I'll say, SOV like that, I thought very cool.
Fascinating. I'll have a read of that one later.
So yeah, you might see that up in the store at some stage.
If you're ever in Perth and you're into sovereigns, go into the Perth Mint, go and do their tour because they have on display their first strike, like their first sovereign that they ever produced.
Yeah.
It's from 1899 or whatever year it was.
1899.
Yeah. So, and it just looks like a SOV, but it's fascinating to see that.
But the history of
it.
It's just, I know. That's why I love all these old.
So
world gold.
And the fact that they've actually got it and it's been verified, certified, whatever you want to call it, as the real thing. It's not just one they. Yeah. There's an interesting story behind it. I'm not sure if I can.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if I can get Neil to give us the story on camera. I don't know if he hasn't yet.
No, I don't think he would.
Yeah. Ask
when you're over. I've got this. What a story! Wow,
you guys are just mean.
When you're over there, ask the staff and see if they'll answer the question.
Are you getting in Beowulf and the Dragon in from the Royal Mint?
Most likely, yes, but it won't be. We're not bringing in anything else from overseas until the new year because otherwise it just gets locked up for a month of Sundays. So the short answer is probably, but probably next year.
I thought the tall gentleman behind the desk this morning was an auditor from the ATO.
He does have a bearing about him, doesn't he?
That is a new staff member who's joining us. So,
that's Mark.
Yep.
And he's been with us for all of a week and a half. Yeah, a week and a half. He started Wednesday a week ago.
But this is his first day here in the city.
It's the first day in the city.
Yep.
So we actually short-circuited him a little bit. So normally new employees, almost all new employees do 2 weeks in dispatch first so they can get the idea of what we've got, what we produce, and how we do it. So, yeah, Mark will be a frequent looming face in the Melbourne store moving forward.
Getting all sorts of requests now for unobtainium, for kryptonite, for mercury. Yeah, we'll probably stick with just the main ones for now.
Solid. We'll stick to the solid, not the liquids. Yeah.
When will Michael appoint someone full-time to do emails? This person was in chat before, talking about their order and having to wait for it. I think the answer I gave, and you might have heard, was that, basically, why are we doing live stream if we've got emails to do? And basically that this actually answers quite a few of the questions we get through on emails, kind of all in one spot. But
look, the emails are an interesting conundrum, and I was actually... So Sean and Sylvia look after the emails and phones. So their department is called Outbound Communications. No, inbound communications. Inbound communications. It's
They
on
do
the
outbound
inwards.
sometimes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they do outbound, but they look after incoming communications. And we've just brought on, I don't know if Chris knows it yet, but Chris is actually going to be put into that role as well. So there is a third coming in.
Congratulations,
Surprise, Chris.
Chris.
So if you're listening, Chris, your career's just been recharted. And obviously I do them as well. And a few others chip in when and where they can. Normally we keep on top of emails, but I don't know, 6 weeks ago, 8 weeks ago.
I'd say about
Yeah.
8 weeks ago. When
It just
exploded.
the whole industry just exploded. And it's easy to say, you need to stay on top of emails. But the whole industry exploded and all of us fell behind in every capacity there was. So, the mints and refineries couldn't keep up with their production. The couriers couldn't keep up with getting it to us. We couldn't keep up with sourcing and with distributing and sorting it out. Our shipping's fallen behind. Our pick and storage has fallen behind. Our phones and emails have fallen behind, like across the board. And you can't just grab someone off the tram stop out the front and go, hey, guess what? You're now doing emails or anything.
Come here into the gold room.
That's right. So it takes time, and we've employed, I reckon in the last 4 months, we've employed probably close to a dozen people, maybe even more. Some of them haven't worked out, and we've had to let them go for various reasons, which is always very disappointing. Some of them have, but they need to be trained up. Again, you can't just go, right, day one, start answering emails, because people don't come in with a level of knowledge. When Alex joined us, he pretty much jumped straight in. There was very little training for you because you had a stacking background.
Yeah.
When Ruben joined, even though he basically got... because I was disappearing to Germany at the time and I needed someone to fill my boots. What did you get, Rubes? About half an hour's training?
Yeah, it was very much a deep end, but we held down the fort. Thankfully, things weren't quite as busy back then in terms of the quantity of customers.
We've got to actually train them up before we can let them loose. And like I said, Chris has been under training for quite a while, and next week we will let him loose in a limited supervised capacity to start answering emails, and then we'll move him onto phones after that. So it is in progress. It is a thing that's there. Why do we do live streams instead of all these other things? Because it's a way of us communicating with the outside world. Because if we shut down, and we've seen this before, where we've had a public holiday and we haven't had a live stream or something along those lines, and it's been a local or state-based public holiday, all of a sudden we start receiving emails of, Bullion Now shut down. It's like, hang on a sec. Because people are so used to the way we communicate with people. If we stop doing it, then it causes other concerns. And as Alex and possibly Adam, Ruben said a moment ago, we actually deal with a lot of people's queries and questions, so it actually reduces the number of emails and phone calls coming in because we can answer them live on live stream. So it is part of the rich tapestry of Bullion Now. I wish I could wave a magic wand and, Sean had a suggestion for me, and that was just delete all emails more than 24 hours old, because that would solve our problem. But it's something we're dealing with, and it doesn't happen overnight. So I humbly apologise. I know that we're pushing everyone's patience well beyond where it should be. I've lost weekends. I start Friday night and I just keep answering emails all weekend. We are getting there, but we're not there yet.
I'd like to add just two more things to that. One is we don't just do 9 to 5. Because people...
I literally started at 1 a.m. this morning.
Sometimes I'll be here at 7. Ads' hours are like insane in themselves. You need to do stuff before and after. Then I might be serving all day. Like those days, I was in like around 7, and then throughout the day just standing, serving one. No breaks. You're just going. Once Friday hits, once Wednesday hits, you're already gone. But you also need you just got to sit down and just have a bit of a break. I feel bad for the other guys who are still going. So I'm still, while we're going and doing things and answering questions, it's also still a bit of a break to catch a breather, because like now, again, I'm doing 6 days for the rest of the year, and then other Saturdays, and we've lost, some people have moved on, so it's you can't just keep going, because you'll just collapse, and then you'll be waiting even longer. The other thing I was going to mention is so many people keep requesting this. It's absolutely insane. Yeah. So many people just keep coming up, especially in store. I get emails, but a lot more in store, just saying how, even though they might never post, just how much they appreciate and finding out what's happening week to week with the orders as well as everything else. So those are the other two I would add to that.
Yeah, we may have another issue. My computer spat the dummy. That's the third time it's tried to reboot itself, so I might not be able to answer any emails this weekend. Oh, dear.
We've got one here that says, need something clarified. Purchased 2 platinum coins from Bullion Now. 2 transactions. One was charged GST and the other one not.
Platinum? No.
Yeah, I don't know how we've managed that. The only thing I'd follow that up with was it in store? Like, was it a web-based thing, or was it a...
No, because I don't even...
Send it. The system's not set up to charge GST for it. So
yeah.
Flick us through the invoice number to live, and we'll have a look at it, because there's no way there should be GST on a normal bullion coin.
Yeah.
If for some reason there was a non-bullion coin going through, a proof
boxed edition or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. I can understand.
Or coloured.
Why it might.
Or coloured. We had some proof and coloured proofs. Perhaps, but I haven't seen that in a while.
Even if we had, and we did charge GST on that, because sometimes we get, proof coins through or coloured coins through in buybacks, and we will sell them. They're usually, invariably, they're the same price. We cop the GST on it, that's all. So you'd still pay exactly the same as if you'd paid a bullion bar or a bullion coin, but you may find that... the GST has been charged. So if that's the case, then if you're going overseas at any point in the next month, I think it is, 28 days, you can then claim that GST back and score yourself something possibly even below spot price.
I just ordered a 1 kilo locally produced silver bar and put in the notes to use my unallocated silver, but the invoice has the full amount.
Yeah, so what happens with the unallocated is you send it through with it in the notes. It comes through to us. We pick it up at our end. We then, what do? We then allocate, terrible term, we then put the unallocated to it, then reissue you with the new invoice.
Adjusted invoice.
Adjusted for it.
You should have said allocate the unallocated. That would have made me very happy. There was a question there, Michael, from Kim and Annie. It says, late to the stream, has anyone asked you about your thoughts on the Friday market last week? We had some...
what happened last week?
The market stopped.
Oh, yeah. So there was all sorts of funny games. I'm sorry, my computer's just having a major meltdown. So there was all sorts of fun and games the end of last week, because we had Thanksgiving on. So let's work in US time. So Thursday last week was Thanksgiving in the US, which is a public holiday. The Friday was a half day. So the markets were closed for Thursday. The markets only opened for half day to 1 o'clock on Friday US time for trading. So that kind of threw a curly into the situation as well. And then the CME had a meltdown with it, much like my computer's doing now, had a meltdown with their system, so they couldn't generate orders and all sorts of things for... it was on and off for several hours. So it threw a wobbly over the whole thing. There was, as so often with these things, people get hold of them and they run, in every rumour, in every... conspiracy theory, in every grand statement, in everything like that, there is always a certain amount of truth. So there was truth to all of that. Whether it was, the price had run too hard and they were trying to manipulate or not, I have no evidence of that. I don't know if anyone else has actual evidence of that. I know we all talk about it at different times. The dust settled. things seem to be playing out as per normal. We've seen silver pull back. It almost pulled back $3, I think, overnight, Australian. Excuse me. So we're still seeing the price up there. We're still seeing the normal variations in the price. I know I saw the Mike Maloney one where he was talking about, this is the run to $100 US an ounce. Look, it could be. I don't know. You can only trade what's in front of you. The price is going up. It's trending upwards. It's not giving any indication that it won't continue to go upwards. So I would say that's still in play. Whether last week, at the end of last week, was a conspiracy theory part of that, I have no answer for. But that's the duck's guts of what went on at the end of last week.
There's one from John. I'm having to skip a few, sorry. Again, we may have to do a little catch-up at the end. It says, Michael, if I donate a Germania Silver Mjolnir coin 1 ounce from my order to you as a thank you for your videos as they got to stack to begin with, would you accept it?
I am incredibly grateful and humbled by the offer. No, thank you.
Someone did offer to take up the offer for
I would
you.
feel incredibly guilty if I did that. I really appreciate the offer, and I genuinely appreciate it. But I would feel incredibly guilty if I did. Somebody bribed me with some Choc Sultanas this week.
And did you see there was a question about if you got them or not? So
as we started,
I told Ruben I was going to go, what? Hey? No, but we did receive them. It's incredibly generous. But it always comes with a degree of guilt for me, and I know it shouldn't. But, we run a business and we run it at a profit. And this is part of the business. This is the educational part. But it's certainly an advertising part. So I get a benefit from this anyway. And look, to be honest, we get a good kick out of it as well, if I'm completely honest. And I love the fact, just going back to the Choc Sultanas for a moment, I've opened one of the packets and I've had a couple of scoops out of it, I will admit. But I noticed we've almost finished, probably have finished by now because I looked this morning, we've almost finished the second jar of Choc Sultanas, and no one has touched it apparently.
No, not almost.
Oh, we have finished and we started the third.
I'm not saying I like them, but they're there. You know what I mean? Like, they're there. And it's like, well...
But when I say, has anybody touched... No,
I wasn't there when you asked. I wasn't there when you asked. No, I only had a couple. Look, I'm the resident taste tester, make sure everything's okay so Michael doesn't get crook.
You're my beef eater, are you, mate? Yeah, excellent.
There's lots of love for Franks and Sovereigns, and some questions about if any more are going to be going up online.
I already answered
we're melting them.
No, we're not. I've been listening. I've been like...
No, you've been answering.
I've been answering. Yeah, let's have a look.
Alex tries and saves everything that goes through.
I just don't like melting. It's like...
Destroying.
You familiar with Harry Potter?
No, I've never actually watched a Harry Potter.
I think I'm done for today.
That took the wind out of your sails, didn't it?
Michael, can you beg Perth Mint to continue the 1 ounce silver Luna Minter bar in the same format as the dragon and the snake? I don't like how the silver horse has changed.
I would love to say I've got that sort of influence over the Perth Mint, but I would be massively lying and pumping up my own tyres.
Not until he officially takes over. So
yeah, well, when they finally get around to signing the paperwork of the takeover offer, we'll have a look at it then. We'll revisit it. But at the moment, yeah, I don't have that level of control.
There's some discussion in chat and a few people have answered, but they're interested in your opinion, both Michael and Alex, I guess. Can you explain why sovereigns are GST applicable? I know you've discussed this in the past. Are all pre-decimal coins pure GST applicable? And then their counter, after some people said something similar, is but sovereigns were Australian currency. Is it more that they are now numismatic?
Yeah, look, now we're digging into the weeds. The easy answer is it's because it's 22 carat, it's not pure. So that's the easy answer.
Yeah.
The slightly more difficult answer is you're correct. It is Australian currency. And if it's being sold as Australian currency, then my understanding is it wouldn't incur GST. However, I think the declared value of a sovereign is, was it $1 or $2? I think it was $1.
The conversion.
When we went to decimal. And I don't know about you, but I'm not in a hurry to sell my sovs for $1. It's the same. It's a similar argument for the 1966 50-cent piece, because that is a decimal currency. It is a 50-cent piece. It is current circulating. Not that sovereigns have been taken off circulation, because they haven't. They are still technically circulating. But the 6650 is actually circulating decimal currency. But we charge GST for that because we're not exchanging it for 50 cents. We're selling them for whatever a third of spot price is these days. I can't remember, plus a small premium over the top of that. So that's where we start to get into the weeds a bit, because it's not sold at its face value. We have to charge GST. Same as the bank. When they do these commemorative things through the bank, they don't usually sell them at face value, so they usually incur GST as well.
There was, if I can find where it's hiding.
I'm not refusing to wear the Santa hat. It's just too small for my buff head.
Yeah, no, he actually.
I tried it. I couldn't put it on.
He actually was happy to. I don't know where
looks
we
like
got
that.
I don't know where we got that one, but it definitely is a little bit.
It's the kids' version.
Yeah. Oh well. Marky and the team are just so friendly. A few chocolatanas to the least. Is the least a few can do to say cheers. That's the very very lovely, and that's it. There is lots of people who have both said some very kind words in store lately, or given a few things for us, and yeah, it is very much appreciated, and it humbles us quite a lot, I think.
Absolutely.
I really like it when the guys in the store and on the phones. I know you guys don't see the packaging guys, but I really like the fact that people appreciate and give gifts, like, people buy the guys lunch sometimes and things like that.
Thank you, Sonia.
And I really like. There's no way we'd ask for it. Please don't take it as me saying that. But at the end of the day, I like the fact that people recognise the extra effort that these guys put in, because they really do. Because at the end of the day, I don't want to say it's just a job for them, because it's not. That's not the way they treat it. But it is their employment. Whereas for me, it's my business. So I understand why I put the extra effort in. But to have guys like we've got, and I use that term generically, that put in and go the extra 2 or 3 miles and put in that extra effort, and the fact that people recognise it really gives me a real buzz for it, and I really appreciate that.
There's some specific shout outs there to the packing team, to Sean, Nakas says to myself and Brett. Brett's always at the top of his game and great to deal with. So yeah, there's some specific shout outs there, and I'm sure there's plenty of others across the entire team. And so we've spoken just before about how we have dropped the ball a little bit with some of the communication and emails. I was being
I'm thinking of renaming the company to Bullion later.
Every time you say that, I get worried that we're just going to constantly get that every time we're late to anything. But yeah, we are aware of our shortcomings and trying to fix them, but we're always incredibly humbled and thankful for the for the compliments and niceties that people share with us. So thank you very much.
So. Thank you.
It's good, particularly as it's coming off the back of a 1-star review on Google that really.
I don't know. Yeah.
That really gets my goat. And look, I think the thing that annoys me most is that we deserved it, and that really frustrates me.
Yeah. Was there a Black Friday special last week, or did I misunderstand?
There was no Black Friday. We couldn't do Black Friday. Amongst the million other things that are currently going on in this company and this industry, we are currently changing over our back-end system, and it meant that we couldn't run a Black Friday sale for Black Friday. We normally do a 4-day sale, something different on the Friday, the Saturday, the Sunday, and Cyber Monday. What I have committed to doing is, once the world calms down a little, we will run some form of a Black Friday sale next year. I don't know how, I don't know when, I don't know what, but we will do it sometime next year.
James Howard said we needed to can the Black Friday thing because it was too American and do a New Year's sale. I said that's when we're on holiday, but yeah, we will look at some kind of something in the new year.
Who knows? Maybe a special while the boss is away. You never know.
Yeah, look, I'm not a big fan of. No offense to any Americans that are currently watching this, I'm not a big fan of the way we import a lot of American holidays. You know, the Halloween is so big these days and things
Particularly
like
when
that.
it's just to sell products. It's not
Yeah,
because it's
I
such
think that's
such
it.
a great idea. It's
Yeah.
just commercialized. It's the companies have gone, oh, this is a great way we can sell this, market that. It's not just because it's a great celebration.
Yeah, I think that's probably more the point. The fact that it's been brought in for commercial reasons, not for a good reason.
Created by Hallmark to sell cards.
Yeah, that's right.
And it also annoys a lot of people that don't celebrate it. Or
Yeah.
and have the doorbell ringing all the time.
Yeah. So that frustrates me. I'm really starting. I actually didn't have a problem with the Black Friday sale. I actually thought that was a bit of fun, but I really don't like the fact that now it's a Black Friday month, and it's just gone commercialised. It's not just celebrating the actual meaning behind the Black Friday sale, which is, for those that don't know, traditionally that was where in America, because they run a January to December financial year, that was traditionally where businesses finally turned a profit. They paid all their taxes and all their expenses and all that sort of stuff, and it was considered that last kind of 6 weeks of the year was the cream. So it was kind of a celebration of that, and I fully support that. I think that's great, but not now we've commercialised it quite so much.
Maybe we've got to do ours in middle of June. No, middle of May.
Yeah, maybe. I reckon we should just do a Christmas in July
Yeah.
sale or something like that. I don't know. We'll spitball something and come up with something.
There's a 1/20th buyback listed under coins, but not in stock. Are
Not
these
anymore.
Available. There you go.
I've been listing them throughout.
Now
the stream,
you
but
can
it's
see how
gone.
quickly buybacks disappear off our
Everyone
website.
I've listed, there's only one left in a 1 gram buyback. All the other ones I've been listing throughout, bit by bit, as you're talking, one by one, and they've all been disappearing. I listed it goes. I listed it goes. I listed.
Have you listed that 400-ounce gold bar buyback yet?
Didn't think the box was that big. I'm still desperately trying to get one of those through for some concept.
Rubes, you should have got it 2 years ago when it was half price.
Had a little bit of a scare. Forgot to scan the package after pickup, and then it just rocked up today after 3 days. Phew.
Yes, now you understand some of my stresses. I want to answer, I don't even know how to pronounce it. It's probably Geckosaurus. Gold, silver, platinum, or Perth mint chocolate.
That was next up.
Perth mint chocolate every time.
We're running into a real problem with that because, separate to anything to do with us, but they're not available in the manufacturer's website. Perth Mint no longer have them on their website.
The Perth mint chocolate.
It's become this elusive, cannot get a hold of, unobtainium item.
All right, I got this. So if you check Bullion Now on eBay, right? No, don't. We're not going to put it on eBay.
Bullion Now does not have an eBay website.
And if
shop.
it does, it's not ours.
Yeah.
Right, so it's a fake.
Only use our website or our phone number. Or normally our email address, but not at the moment.
Metal Inquisitor says, I'm retired and just enjoying life. I'm super grateful to Michael that he hasn't decided to do the same. So super thankful to Michael and the whole BN teams. Thank you.
Thank you.
Other than the last couple of months, and I have to admit, it's got incredibly stressful these last few months. And it's the first time in 16 years I've considered retiring. It was over the last 3 months.
Wow.
But I've always considered myself retired.
Just lounging. Yeah. Just
How many
casual...
times have you retired though already? Because this is not your first retirement rodeo.
No.
Yeah.
No, it's not my first retirement, but I love what I do. I'm not the type of guy that is going to sit on the back veranda and watch the world go by in retirement. That's not me. Much to my wife's frustration, I don't do travel without a purpose. She would. It's why she's gone to the UK with her mother, because she can go and actually just go to be a tourist, whereas I go over there and go, well, can't we organise some meetings? Can't we do something? We could go look at property. Oh, no, we get...
You think that's bad? Like, I cop flack for going overseas, and like when I go with Leon, we do training, so we're at the range, and then everything else is just coffee shops. We're just going for coffees and food. That's it. That's how we like people do the, what's it called? Going from bar to...
Bar hopping.
Park crawl, yeah.
Pub crawl.
Pub crawl.
Oh,
Right?
pub crawl, yeah.
We do cafe crawls. That's it. So
Yeah.
I go, why don't you do that when you're here? I go, yeah, but it's just different. You're by the beach. You're there, It's...
So To answer the question, I consider myself retired now.
This one from Mark, I don't think you're actually going to want to nail down for an answer, but I'll ask it anyway because I've seen it asked a couple of times. It says, Michael, can I fly to Britain for free using bullion and respective GST and VAT?
Okay, so I can't tell you that this... Look,
I feel like that's enough answer in itself, potentially.
you can claim the GST back when you leave this country. You can claim VAT back when you leave the UK. What happens outside of that is up to you. Be aware that you've still got to cover spot price movements. You've still got to cover premium if you're going to do it. It's not...
And you're not allowed to return to Australia with the item that you've claimed the GST for.
Correct. So to give you an example, when we went to the States recently, somebody that was travelling at a similar time to us, they were telling me, and I actually
I had a friend who,
it's not me. It's definitely not me. They went into I can't think of the name of the place, but the tourist refund scheme office. They claimed the GST. They'd bought a stack of gold coins with GST on them. They claimed the GST back, and then they sold them when they were in the States, and that certainly covered their airfares over there and a little bit more.
There's a request for us to put this in a video. I think we're a little bit too scared to go into the nitty gritty. I realize this is live, and it's essentially what we're doing. But
look, you've got to remember, we have to be incredibly careful because we can get blamed for things. I go back to, and it's not related to this totally, but I got a very stern warning and threats from AusPost several years ago, but a little while ago, because of a comment that I made on a live stream that someone then took out of context and fed that to the post office when they tried to do what they'd misinterpreted me saying that they could do. And they said, this bullion dealer online has said this. And then Australia Post said, we're investigating this, we're going to cancel your account and all sorts of things with us. And I had to actually go back into the live stream, snip that part out, send it to them and say, this is what this person's referring to. And as you can see, I didn't actually say it. So when we start getting cagey, it's because of things like that. People quote us or places hear what we say, and
they hear
all
what they
of a
want
sudden,
to say. They hear what they want to hear sometimes.
All of a sudden, I'm answering questions that I don't even want asked.
Are there any gold tail donuts?
Yes. I counted 100 of them this morning.
Wow.
At like 3:30.
So, yeah.
I'm fairly sure there was
the
100
follow-up
there.
will be, are we going to list them? Because I'm not sure if they are up for
I would have thought they were listed, but I got to admit, I'm bouncing around a lot of other things at the moment. There may not be some online at the moment.
Can I request a shipping invoice next week, even though I haven't received the picked confirmed emails for everything yet? All are paid.
Oh, this is a can of worms. Yes, you can.
Just be aware we are a little behind in emails.
If I were you, I'd put the request in now.
Yeah.
And I just listed the last fractional gold buyback. So that's it. I'm done.
It's the last
I've been doing this throughout.
We'll never get another one again.
For now, for this live stream. So I've been counting some. It's like within, I think the last 1/10th gold coin lasted 10 seconds.
James Howard says you owe him a drink. So yeah, there's the purpose for travel.
Absolutely, I owe him a drink. Definitely.
Brett says retired but running on 4 hours of sleep with no weekends.
Hey, is that Brett?
4 hours of sleep. I would.
Hi guys, Merry Christmas. Do we know yet when to expect Germania Mint? The bars are on pre-order.
They should be. I believe they've all arrived. I haven't, or Adam hasn't. I shouldn't say I haven't. Adam hasn't unpacked them all, I don't believe yet. But my understanding is that those bars have all arrived and we should be picking them. I believe I'm taking the ones for dispatch down to dispatch over the weekend, and they should be processed out next week.
Is the half-ounce gold locally produced the ones with Australia on them? I think we've got some intrinsic tender at the moment.
Yes.
Last week you guys were talking about the pain of sending coins to the refinery. Have you considered a paid membership for people who might be interested in purchasing or putting them on your auction? Because one of the things we said was that the time it takes to kind of go through some of these individual items and figure out the percentages and figure out the whatever.
Yeah.
I guess if we were then able to attribute a membership to that to then cover that cost, does that make it feasible? I guess is their question.
Something to ponder by the seams of it.
Yeah, look,
We've got a lot of things on the list that, things like being able to view unallocated on the website and a few other long requested things that a kids club.
I was going to say, now's the time to ask Michael about the kids club update.
As I said last week, don't ask me until I come back from Germany, then I'm fair game again. Look, I was actually, funnily enough, because this came up last week, it's been playing in the back of my mind for pretty much the whole week. What I'm wondering is if we can't list an auction where we basically say, as is, where is. Like, we've taken the photo, look at the photo. If it turns up with marks on it, really sorry, it is as it is. We've done the best we can. There's no refunds, there's no returns. And if we state that at the start of the auction, hopefully it stops that. I don't know.
Look, I've been, when I had time, when I had extra time, and I've been listing the sale pieces on Twitter, on our Twitter page. I've been just taking photos front and back, and so far it's been all good. But again, it's the time to go through it, work out the SKU, make sure it's in the system. And then again, make sure you answer all the messages in a timely manner. There's message to it, there's DMs, and it is time consuming as well. And that I've been doing in my own, I'll do the pieces at work, and then in my own time to chase up and talk to people. But I've just been cooked as well. Through last 2 months have been, last 3 months I think.
It's been three months at least, yeah.
Because this last month is sort of it's been very steady for those wondering. It's been constant and steady in the last month, but the 2 month before that were the absolute.
It's just insanity. But the problem is you can't flick a switch and fix it.
Yeah.
So 1 month of consistent is not going to fix 2 months of insanity. It's going to play out. I've come to terms with the fact that I'm working over Christmas just to try and catch up a bit more. It is what it is. And Metal Inquisitor, it's an excellent idea, and you're not the first one to make it this week, but somebody else who has a plane in the hangar that my plane is phoned me during the week and said, do you want me to pump up the tyres on your plane? They're flat. They're as flat as. I'm like, oh, crap. So, yeah, it's obviously time I got out there. And Geckosaurus, there are no buyback donuts at all. So,
it's a rare sight to see one come through as a buyback these days.
We had a sellback during this week of quite a large sellback of 1 ounce gold bars. Enough that I thought,
that'll hold them.
How
long did you think they would last?
Well, I actually started wondering, thinking, oh man, do I need to try and give some of these, sell some of these to another dealer or something? Are we going to be stuck with these for an extended period of time, sort of thing? I put them in the box. It must have been Monday. So I put them. We have a buyback box out the back. I put them in the box. I wasn't in on Tuesday. I was at our dispatch centre. I came in Wednesday morning, and I said, I think it was Adam. I said to, oh, where's all those buyback? Because I'd found a buyer for some. So I said, where's all those buyback bars? And he goes, what buyback bars? I said, the ones I bought back on Monday, the big bag of them. He looked at me, he said, mate, you're living in last week. They were gone first thing Tuesday morning. Oh, crap.
That's definitely the way of it at the moment. Madeline's asked about this multiple times, and I haven't been deliberately skipping over it, so I'm sorry. But wanted to know if there's any talk of I know there's talk of, but any plans for a Bullion Now 10-ounce silver bar?
Yeah, I was reading that one too. I've seen it go through a few times. I thought, do I want to comment or not? I just decided I wasn't going to comment.
On that note, what are your thoughts, Michael?
Michael was ignoring it.
Look, there's going to be. I can't. I'm not trying to be secretive. We just haven't nailed things down yet. There's going to be a lot of changes next year.
There needs to be.
Yeah, look, on like across the companies, there's going to be many changes. I'm not committing to doing one next year, but it's certainly on the
It's on your list.
on the whiteboard. On the, I don't know. I've got several whiteboards in my office. Well, the home office, and one day I should really take a photo of it because it cracks people up that see it. You know that you can get post-it notes that are kind of this size, not your normal little ones, but this size. There are
For big ideas.
two and a big, and bear in mind my office is quite big. It runs the length of a, it's actually a
Football
6-car garage, but it's got 3 bays of 6 cars. So if you can kind of get that into your brain, my office is the mezzanine floor on that. So it's quite a long office. I have filled 2 walls with those, and I'm starting on the 3rd wall now with post-it notes and whiteboards.
And
And
that'll
2,
give you an idea of just how large Michael's desk is.
and 2 paintings of World War II aircraft.
Oh, wow.
So there you go.
Like to see those.
Yeah, they're signed by World War II aces.
Wow.
So
That's cool.
yeah, I got
Very
them many
cool.
years ago.
Very, very cool.
Got Silver Sushi in chat. Hello. Richard says, hello, I'm still waiting for a 2024 1 kilo silver kookaburra coin on pre-order. Any idea on delivery time? Thank you.
Yes, we talked about those earlier on, I believe.
Yeah.
So the 2024 cooks have re-arrived. So they should be processed starting today. They'll be starting to be processed, but certainly I'd expect it to be cleared early next week.
I sold a donut back for $2,800. It wasn't that long ago. Sad face.
Yes.
Sorry, guys, I'm late to the show. Are you chasing 10-ounce silver bars? Pretty much, yes. Both gold and silver, as we've just been talking about. We cannot keep the buybacks in.
It was just funny. Like this was yesterday and the day before, so Wednesday and Thursday, and there were a whole bunch of silver kilo buybacks. And I just walked in, finished off one customer. Another one wanted a private room. So we're in a private room. We sat down. We're talking. Yep, I'll get, about maybe 3-4 minutes. And I'll say, look, how many do you want? Yeah, no worries. And I'm like, hang on. I just out of habit, I've got to do this. I've got to make sure it's there. I'll bring him here, then I'll put him through. They're all gone.
Yeah.
And now, see, and some people that haven't been into the shop for a while and buy online, if you've never been to the shop, before it used to be a small shop, a very small contained shop, and there were like 2 people serving. Sometimes when you used to get flat out 3 people. Now there's sometimes 6, 7 of us serving. So you don't, it just comes and goes. It just comes and goes. And some people buy 1 bar at a time. Some people buy whatever you have.
Yeah, that's right.
And we've been getting a lot more self-managed super funds as well, and they just like to clean out. So
It always amuses me. Like a customer will come to the counter, say, oh, how can I help you? And they'll say, oh, have you got any buyback kilo bars or buyback? And I'll go, let me go and look. And they look at you like, don't you know what stock you've got? Yeah. And it's like, no. I know what I had 30 seconds ago out the back.
This was a case yesterday where we had a whole bunch of locally produced kilo silver bars. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to put these away for you, right, in a few boxes. And then as I put them away, as I squirreled them away so I could go in and finish the invoice, Brett comes in and goes, where's all the kilos gone? I'm like, they're still there. No, I want all of them. I'm like, no, I've just sold it. Like, I've just made a deal. Like, they're
getting competitive over the
that's
remaining
how
stuff.
quick
Yes.
it can just go. And we're talking like a lot of kilos. Yeah.
Silver Sushi's just, I haven't read it all, but he's touched on something. It's my first time in the store after a while today. Great to see ticketing place. Okay. He's saying it's stopping people jumping the queue. I actually had a complaint Wednesday. I wasn't in yesterday, was I?
No, Wednesday.
There's been mixed reports. I've had plenty of people say, "Thank goodness you've got it," and a few people say it doesn't work. People keep, sneaking to the front or pushing in or doing this or that or the other.
So it's not a foolproof system.
It has cut down on a lot of it.
It has, but we're still getting some queue jumpers. So make us aware of it if you notice one.
No. Sorry, I have to jump in because a lot of people.
Now take a number, Alex. Take a number.
See what you did there. Well done. They have appointments. They've made appointments.
Oh, that's different.
They pick a number.
Yeah.
Sometimes they let us know. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they realise halfway and then come through. And people that are waiting in line don't necessarily always realise that those people have got appointments or private room booked in or something previously to them coming in. So just make sure that's not part of that before people start losing it.
You're right.
There was also Silver Sushi letting me know. Good to have a quick chat with you today, Ruben. I was the one saying you're always late to the streams. It was good to chat to you today. I didn't know you should have told me a handle. I would have been able to put a face to the name like you were for me. Buyback 1 ounce platinum. No, haven't seen platinum buybacks for quite a bit.
They come in and they just go out.
Yeah.
They come in and
I was going to say we did have some earlier this week.
We've got more people. We've got less people selling platinum buybacks, like selling back to us platinum, but we've got more people asking for it. It's still way behind the gold silver train in terms of like how much we sell to customers, but there's been a big increase in people wanting to buy it as compared to people selling it back.
This is an aviation joke, I'm sure, Michael. The Bullion Now gold-plated Pilatus PC-24 needs a wash. Is that a very fancy plane that I'm going to guess?
It's a nice plane. It would actually work really well on our airfield if I could convince the neighbours to put up with it.
What World War II planes, Michael? We're just going to have a little aviation detour. This is in regards to the ones in your office.
To the paintings. Yeah. So one's...
Someone was asking if they were prints by Barry Clark, sorry? Yeah, I read that wrong. Barry Clark.
Barry Clark. One's a scene of D-Day over Normandy, and it's a couple of Mustangs going across there. And another one is just a painting of a Spitfire in action.
I knew there was going to be a Spitfire. I knew one of those two was going to be a Spitfire.
Yeah. I've got 2 more spaces. I've got one for a Lancaster because I really want one of those up there, and one for something else that I haven't. I'm probably a Mosquito, but yeah.
Yeah. What percentage of business is walk-in store versus online orders?
It's an interesting question, and I used to often on weekends mull over this one. We get more online orders than we get walk-ins through the store on a straight numbers sense. But online orders are usually smaller. So if somebody wants to spend $200,000, quite often they want to come into the store and eyeball you.
We do get people, fairly understandably.
Yeah, I mean, we do get people that place those sort of orders online. Usually they've had some contact with us beforehand, though. It does happen, but it's unusual if they haven't had some form of contact. But it does happen. So even though we get less overall orders through the store, usually when I run the numbers at the end of the month, quite often they're like the dollar amounts are about even between the two.
I had an interesting buyback that I did for a customer on Wednesday. I believe it was Tuesday or Wednesday this week. And they flew down from New South Wales and they sold back a whole bunch of beautiful, beautiful, exquisite like coins, gold and silver, to go into numismatics. I thought that was interesting. You don't see much of that.
No, there's good, done correctly.
Yeah,
numismatics are. I was going to say a far better investment. That's not true. Are a different investment that can return. That have the potential.
A lot higher return. The potential for a lot higher returns.
Yeah,
but you got to know what you're doing.
The biggest problem,
and it's not as liquid.
It's not
to get the best price.
Yeah, it's the same with anything. almost anything, if you need to liquidate it in a hurry, you're not going to get the best price for it. It really doesn't matter what we're talking about here. The easy part is actually buying any investment, but particularly numismatics. The easy part is buying it. The hard part is knowing how to liquidate it when you need to or want to. That's the hardest part. So if you're looking at going into any of those more niche-y investments, whether it be art, cars, any of those types of things.
Rhodium.
Yeah, well, and that was my comment before when we were talking about the various unobtainiums. Yeah. It's not so much the buying it that it's a concern. It's what you do when you need to liquidate it. How do I get rid of it? Because it's always a lot easier to buy something than it is to sell something. Always.
It's come very, very quickly, but we are already at past 4 o'clock. I feel like the stream has just been kind of hitting chat, so I don't think anything will really change if I say we're now swapping to rapid fire questions, because that's essentially what we've been doing. But we need to try and make sure we hit every single one before we finish up. So,
especially because
I have read 633
Is this our last one in studio for this year? All three of us.
All three of us, yes, because I'm on compulsory leave middle of next week onwards for 13 days. So
you'll be remoting in, hopefully with some level of success.
Yeah.
But the last stream with us all here together. But yeah, we'll still be doing them right up until we break off for the year, which is the 23rd. So we've still got 2 more after this, the 12th and the 19th. But yeah, let's endeavour to hit all these questions as fast as possible. Let me find where we were kind of roughly up to. Sorry if I missed any. Do you think 2026 will be a year of limited mintages?
Oh, I would say no more than this year.
Yeah. Can I order as a Christmas present to be sent to the UK like a 1 ounce silver coin?
Yes, but for which Christmas? Because
I was going to say you're pushing it now.
Yeah. It'll be
and it's
tough
not
to get there now.
It's not just us. It's getting it actually into the courier system and then getting it to clear customs at the other end.
That's more what I was referring to. Yeah.
Alex, who picked up the 1 ounce gold Sauron?
I said I picked it up.
There you go.
But then put it back on Adam's desk. I showed you that one, didn't I? Yeah, that was a cool one.
There's a bit of an argument about what we do with that one at the moment.
What do you think about the design of the new Perth Mint silver lunar rectangular coin? The horse.
I actually don't mind it. I just don't like the fact that it's a change away from the rest of the series. I'm struggling enough with the fact that they didn't start at the mouse. Yeah. And you guys talked about this earlier on in the stream. And then to change it to legal tender, you're really tripping all my OCDs. Yeah.
Could you please consider uploading the live stream replays to a platform that is not covered by the under 16s age restrictions, as there's quite a few people that will not be able to view the YouTube. We are going to have to do a bit of a review of some of this stuff in the new year. We've actually had some offers from some other platforms to swap over. I feel very fancy saying that. But yeah, we've had some offers and requests to potentially move. So we're going to look at some other options in the new year. We will see what that looks like. What do you think of the price of platinum the first quarter of 2026? Will it be bullish?
Fortunately, I have a fairly long spiel on this one. Too long for a. I'm getting concerned about all sorts of things for next year on an economic level and on both within this country, but also through a lot of Western countries. So I don't know. I'm still bullish on platinum, but limiting me to the first quarter of next year, I don't know. I want to do some more research first.
Are we getting any more gold or plat maples? I was with our stock guy and he was, I think, putting through the order or getting close to putting through the order for the gold maples. I didn't see any plat ones there. Are any of the mints doing an Emperor Trump coin / round? If they are, I'll start saving my money. They've
not allowed to.
Yeah, they've kind of died in the water.
No, you're not allowed to.
No, they've kind of died. Yeah, because he sued them. They're not allowed to. They will not be making
unless it's something that he officially releases, endorses, and gets a cut out of. I believe.
Yeah, he's got to do it himself.
Dead in the water means it's dead. Like what, didn't it?
Yeah, but it's not just died a natural death. It was executed.
I got this, Mark. Yes, so it's... I won't mansplain it.
Is it weird to walk in with a sign, got an appointment if I'm late by half an hour? Oh, being late to an appointment's always tricky. I don't know if we even have an official...
Generally,
yeah.
You go to the end of the queue.
You go to the end of the queue. The appointment was made for a specific time.
Yeah.
Then there's other... So if you're half an hour late, there's other people for that time slot. So... you're just going to have to keep the appointment times most of the time.
I made the mistake last week, I think it was. Somebody did turn up late, and their transaction was incredibly quick. Like, it was just pick up a bag and walk straight back out again. And I jumped them to the head of the queue, even though they'd said, look, really sorry, I'm late. And I think the next 4 customers gave me hell for it, so I won't do it again.
Yeah. I've got the signed Lancaster and Spitfire ones. What's a trade-in gold for the Lancaster worth?
Oh, I don't know.
Is Bullion now...
I could be twisted on that one.
Bullion now giving thought to designing their own silver or gold bullion? It's on the list.
Ask me next year.
There's a aviation book recommendation there for you.
Squadron
Michael.
633.
Yes.
I read it many years ago. It's a great book.
There you go. Michael, what Numi coin should I buy to make money? Not
Come
financial
and see me one
advice.
day.
Fruit mints or lemon tarts?
Yes.
Oh, fruit mints.
Michael
Yeah.
needs to pay his
Lemon
Perth
tart.
Mint bill. Yeah, have you approved payments for... Genuinely reminded him there, I think.
This,
Any Wonka bars? No. They are since done. Michael, thank you for assisting me with the direct sale for the 1 ounce roux from last weekend. Much appreciated.
More than welcome.
Alex, is there an update on Stackers meeting stuff?
Stackers meeting is this Sunday in the CBD. I've tried to send all the emails out to... I've made ticks to everyone that I thought was asking me via email.
Yep.
And we did mention this a couple of streams ago. It is on this Sunday between 1 to 4 in the city.
How do people get more info if
Alright,
they don't have...
if you want the Stackers info, I will drop a email here below now.
Cool. Platinum
Pretty
prediction.
sad when the live stream chat's my PA.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Michael. Yeah. Platinum prediction by April 2026. Yeah, we're going to steer clear. Yeah. If Michael's unsure for the quarter and he's paying his bills, I'm going to leave him alone for that one for a second.
Ask me another time. I'm still very bullish on platinum. It's just you're asking for a 90-day window, and that always makes me nervous.
Are you visiting Hallstatt, Michael, in Austria?
Could be.
Are you going to do the silver round question, Ruben? That could be in regards to us picking our favourites for the end of the year, which we will be doing. I'm not sure
like
if
that.
that's including me, but if that is the question, then yes, I will be doing it. Michael, yay or nay to going halvesies on a kilo Hawaii topographical coin? He's been on you about that one, Michael.
I saw that in the email.
Yeah.
That looks... I still don't know. I still can't picture it.
We got to get it to be able to see.
Yeah.
Will there be
I've seen the Canadian Mint one that they did along those lines, and they look brilliant.
Bee's knees.
Oh, mate, they are gorgeous.
Will there be a Bullion Now calendar? I'm guessing
I'm
publicly
working on
available.
it. I just got to lose a few more. I got to cut up a bit.
I think they were maybe thinking in terms of just releases coming out, but maybe.
I'll be holding bullion. Like, relax.
Selectively.
Yeah. Like that George Costanza one on the car. I got that post down pat.
I'm sick of Lunas. Too many series, so many will end up as buybacks sold close to spot. I think Perth Mint still takes the lead, the original and the best.
Absolutely.
I'd say.
Yeah, no, I
and just
agree.
pick a favourite.
Yeah, it's Perth Mint is just hands down killer series of the Luna.
On the
and
Luna,
it's still
OG.
so popular, and I still get so many requests for filling old, so I don't think that's going to go. As for other ones, it's hit and miss.
I'm going to insert a not financial advice, but would you trade your silver out for gold or hold off? Not financial advice. Oh, they put it at the end for me. There you go. Didn't even have to.
Not
would you
yet,
trade your
but
silver
we're
out for
getting
gold?
close.
Can you lower the spot price of gold?
It came down last night.
I need to buy some, remember? Happened twice. The only time I bought gold twice in that 2 months of just insane upshoots, both times he dropped that night.
We're going to try and take footage of Alex buying gold in the store, and next time he does it, and we'll release it as a short onto the YouTube for everyone.
I was just wondering, I received notification of your receipt for delivery of my storage. Just roughly when can I expect delivery?
Early next week.
Haraeus Lunar Horse release.
Looks nice, bit pricey.
I haven't seen that one yet.
Are we likely to get them considering said price?
I'm leaning towards no, but possibly.
Are the Coca-Cola bars ready for pickup? Not quite yet. Our stock
Are
guy
we
was,
talking the 10 ounce?
I'm guessing.
Have they arrived yet?
No, that's
No.
it. The stock guy was
we
gonna
did
chase
say
those up.
mid-December before any of those.
East Wester says, what concerns Michael? I think that was talking about 2026 being.
Yeah,
Are
it's
you
just-
able to quickly go into a?
Not quickly. Look, look at that. I actually had my phone on silent.
I'm impressed.
I'm impressed.
What?
Yeah, I just noticed it ringing then. Look, there's several things, and I hinted at some of them last week. I'm actually quite concerned about the Australian attitudes and budget from the governments. The UK's following a very similar path. The States isn't. I've got to give the States full marks. Whether you like Trump or not, they're becoming more business friendly. There's a lot of things that are happening economically against business of late, and it's not easy to put in one quick sermon. So that's why I'm kind of deferring it away, and I want to do a bit more research. But the lay of the land next year is 2025 has been one of the hardest years in business that I've ever known. I'm 53 and I was pretty much born in the back of my parents' shop. So I've been involved in business all my life. It has been the hardest year for business that I've ever known. And I'm not liking the way 2026 is shaping up for a lot of the Western economies. So I've got some concerns. I want to do more research while I'm away. So ask me again another time.
Has Michael read The Shepherd?
I have.
Alex, when Sydney Stacker meeting?
That's a good question. Ask me again early next year.
Any new coins /rounds/bars next week?
Yes. Oh, man, there is so much stuff arrived from overseas. We just don't know what's hit us.
How much is the Perth Mint bill? I don't know if you're going to be able to say that one.
Put it this way. I probably could have bought a house in Toorak.
The GDP of a small small nation somewhere. Hey fellas, when is the 2026 Kanga being released?
Kanga's January, I think.
Will we be doing a price prediction for next year?
Higher.
I'm not. Let me do my research first.
Where do we get those white gloves to handle bullion?
Actually, we don't, but you can actually buy them in Woolies. Just the cotton gloves.
We
Or
actually
if you-
have used some from there because a viewer bought us some from there.
Yeah, when we
before.
ran out.
Yeah.
You can actually. My first set I knocked off from the old Parliament House in Canberra. So if you happen to be in Canberra, there used to be a stock there.
Alex, should I send you a reminder email regarding the proposed trade?
Yes, I already sent that through. I think I know what that's regarding.
Yeah.
And I've got to be on Michael's back about it, so yes.
Is the 2-ounce Lunar Silver Horse still on pre-order?
2 ounce.
Just the regular.
Yeah,
Lunar.
It could have turned up, but I haven't noticed it turning up yet.
We need would love to see a I Knew an Old Lady Who Swallowed a Fly series with the spider, bird, cat, etc. That's a great idea.
That's a good idea.
I really
like
like that. Any reason why Scottsdale Alien 1/10 gold is cheaper than other coins? I'm guessing of comparable 1/10 size.
Is that lodging a complaint? Grab them while they're cheaper before I realise and put the price up.
Even Michael's mum didn't have a day off. Straight into business there from day one.
Oh, I could tell some stories. Thankfully, my mother's gone now because she'd be highly embarrassed.
Was that Michael's son calling again during a live stream?
It was actually dispatch calling me.
Would you ever open a store in Moscow?
Love to.
Yeah.
I would love to.
Yeah,
but
I'll put my hand up.
it's not. It's not on. Definitely not on the cards at the moment.
Talk to us next year.
What's this about a stackers meeting in Melbourne?
There's a stackers meeting in Melbourne on
Stacks.
Sunday.
1 to 4.
Email Alex. He
Alex
put
at
his...
bullionnow.com. I'll put
That's
it up.
ALEKS.
Yeah, ALEKS at bullionnow.com.au for info, or ALEX at bullionnow.com.au for complaints.
Suggestions for the Bullion Now plane. Phenom 300E.
A Phenom.
There you go.
Yeah.
Shows what I know.
Like the plane, prefer the PC24.
Are the 1,000-ounce silver bars usually under 1,000 ounce? Sometimes
Yeah.
over, sometimes under.
Yeah.
1,000-ounce bars are they're not designed for stackers. They're actually designed as industrial bars to be melted down and turned into other things. So they basically just squirt out a lump, weigh it, stamp it, and send it on its way.
Look really cool though.
Are you getting stools to put in the waiting room? I don't know where we'd put them. Like, they're saying more
There's
chairs in the middle.
There's chairs.
Maybe we should try
in the room.
bunks.
What Scottsdale bars are coming in? Stackers bars.
Can't talk
say
about
about
the
that.
next lot coming in, unfortunately. Not yet.
Melbourne is, sorry to say, turning into a nightmare on many levels. Question mark. Apart from business being the hardest in 2025, what another area is getting harder in Melbourne?
Ask me another time, possibly not when I'm on camera.
Or on rapid fire? Are we getting more 2-ounce Tudor Beast Lions?
I believe so.
Are there any current Australian Perth Mint coins? They'll surely have some limited edition collectability in the future. Sorry, that could be Perth Mint or it could be precious metals. The old PM,
PM,
abbreviation catches me out sometimes.
I'm wondering about the Quokka series. Because they're pretty nice series.
Yeah.
And
Hang on.
it's small.
Which way are we interpreting this? Because if we're talking about current circulation coins, there are no precious metal
You guys,
circulation
I'm
coins.
getting a hurry along from someone outside. It's not even me this time. And
You subcontracting that out, are you, Rube?
yeah, it's not me this time. But we're the questions are keeping on coming. I don't know when we actually say it, or we need to keep hitting these.
I've got a meeting in 11 minutes, so we're going to have to wrap this up fairly soon.
What do people do at the Stackers meeting?
They talk and buy stuff.
Talk, buy, participate in auctions,
Swap.
yeah. And
We'll get them. We'll finish it. It's okay. What do people do at the Stackers meeting? We did. Is 1,000 ounce the biggest bar you can buy? More
Normally,
or less.
yes.
Yeah. Alex, will you trade for Perth Mint chocolate?
I'm just responding to. I would, but I'm all out myself.
Here for the donut says, I was in the store this morning. The team behind the counter were awesome. Thank you, BN. Thank you. How long is the typical wait time in store at the moment? It's back up again a little bit today. We've dropped off a couple of staff members and are in the process of training the new ones. So,
was that Brett?
No, it wasn't actually.
Oh, okay.
We're down into movie recommendations. Yeah, I think I'm gonna.
I'll just touch on one before we go.
One
I have
more.
to, because
I've
I was going
got
to
one.
bring this up as well. Knackers O'Reilly. Young Jack is doing a great job in the store. Yes, he is. I was just going to say, he's been dropped in the deep end, and he's just been, kicking goals. So, yeah, he's been doing great. So, thanks for that as well. I'll pass it on.
Did you have a genuinely another one you wanted to hit, or was that just to stir me?
I actually just wanted, because this is my last live stream where I'm actually here. I just wanted to
for this year.
For this year. Let me clarify that.
Unless that's an announcement that.
No.
Okay.
Not that I'm aware of yet, but we are reviewing a lot of things. I just want to thank people for the year. You guys, the guys in the store, and the rest of the company that make this possible. Absolutely, the people watching this, commenting, not commenting, watching it live, watching it later, and just the general support we get. It's amazing. I said before, I still consider myself retired, and I mostly do because the Bullion Now family is an incredible family, and just to work in it, around it, and for it is just amazing. So a huge thank you for that. We do need to wrap up, though, before I get a bit teary. So that's it from us. Again, we will be back in some form next week. There are new releases coming through next week. There are a whole stack of things that have come in. We just need to give Ruben some time to work his magic on those things. There will be another live stream next week. and the week after, I believe. There's 2 more live streams left.
2 more live streams.
2 more live streams left for the year, definitely. There may even be a sneaky third one, possibly. But there are at least 2 more live streams for the rest of the year. They'll be on at 2:30 Melbourne time next Friday, and then the Friday after that. And I'll try and tune in from a distance and still participate, but we'll see how it goes.
Sorry, I've missed a lot of the chat. I'll be going through it later tonight while I was listing all the buybacks online. But thanks for all the comments, and hope everyone has a nice and relaxing week. End.
See ya.
See ya.
See ya.